Hello everyone, peace be with you. Welcome to this Jacko Club's production. Today we are going to be jumping into the much beloved fantastical world of Tamriel. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for being here. Please consider liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell button for notifications if you do. You can find us on various social media platforms linked in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into it. Never have dropped the fishing pole. I want to fish and now I don't have a pole. Bad. Well, let's go up the Whiterun and take the carriage back to Riverwood, I guess.
Where do you want to go?
Carriage. Actually, I don't realistically need to do that because I can just fast travel to Whiterun. We'll say we took the carriage. So, hold on. The Red Eagle Sword? Anyone? For that, travel with Soul's Time is an option. That's something we're interested in right now. Yeah, a quest marker for the Red Eagle Sword. Delphine Riverwood. I'll be very thorough because I know we have all been there when it comes to watching people play these games. Screaming at our television because we know they missed it by just an inch. Oh, I just don't see it. Wait. Oh, return the horn. Forgot about that. We should probably do that. Now that I think about it. Travel there. On our, so we're already over in this part of the world. Now, proper question of the day, because I was offered Subway today. What is the S tier in lunch meat? In the chat, let us know your opinions. Question remains open for the entire stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, in the comments below. And then, additionally, why don't you hit the subscribe button if you're Team Seafood, a like button for Team Lunch Meat.
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Winkel. Well
That
done.
I have.
You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Okay. Not really any questions there. Seems a little
You are
bit
ready to learn the final
sudden.
word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da.
Da means push, apparently.
With
Good
all
to
three
know.
words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. As for the wolf, now give you his knowledge of Da.
Thank you, sir. Not nice. Toasty orange wind there. That makes me powerful.
You have completed
That's how that works.
Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between
Are we
us
not
and
already
prepare yourself.
talking?
Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
Do you think maybe we should get Uthgerd out of here? Oh.
Overking. You
Neat.
tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
So, Uthgard, I guess that means you're Dragonborn too, because she also passed that test. But, anywho, I guess, maybe we should ask them what they think about this whole thing with Delphine.
Sky, guard you.
How about you elaborate a little bit first on what just went on?
We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted.
Uthgard really wants to be involved right now.
The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar, before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim.
What did you actually say is more what I'm getting at.
I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue as we are.
Weird thing to
This is a
forget, but
rough
okay.
translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kine, in the name of Shor, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ismir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it.
Okay. I grasped about 50% of that. So Shor is Lorcan, who we were talking about earlier. You can go back and watch a previous episode. If you missed the lore on that, you can also, plenty of places you can find it online. Ysmir, I forget what that means exactly. But, I mean, he kind of said it. But with the significance, I feel like there's more significance to it than that. But, generally, made sense. Stormcrown is another reference. I'm not exactly sure. I or the Dragonborn would know. Where the shouts in the dragon language, that's fairly intuitive. A lot of these are fairly intuitive, or things we've already talked to him about. Where are the dragons returning? Does it have something to do with me? That's really what we're looking for, right?
No doubt, the appearance of a dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound
Oh,
up
we've already
with
asked
the
him this
return
before,
of
too.
the dragons.
We got
should
nothing to
focus on
say
honing your voice, and
about
soon
Delphine.
your path will be made clear.
Well, I guess we just go with it. Yeah, nothing else to say to us.
High above.
Supposed to meet Delphine here. Are you walking towards me, sir? Yes. Should I be concerned? I was just kind of standing around.
You
So at least I'm not alone.
The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Well, if you've been watching this, you know that I'm already on my toes about that.
Dog.
What's the Dawn Guard, though?
We're vampire hunters. We search out and destroy those blood-sucking scum wherever we find them.
I will join you, though I would say your opinion should be a little more tempered. They are still
He's
people.
going to like you.
A lot more complex
Go
than
talk
that.
to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kine's Grove this time.
I have, in fact, heard about that one, yes. So what do we think? Is Delphine here? Oh, she's not there. I can tell you that much. I'm a traitor. Let's,
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan.
Well, word has certainly followed us. Unless you're going around telling people about Kine's Grove. Not all suspicious what we're doing in here. One man and two women walk into a room and close the door, and
I figured out.
there's a
how
bunch
to
of
work
leather
it.
involved. This is a little bit sus if you ask me. You're not coming to the Thalmor Embassy? Hold on. Take a step back here.
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention.
As if you aren't
I
already.
don't know you at all yet.
You know, I was there when Helgen got attacked, but
The Thalmor ambassador,
Those?
Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While
No
you're doing
idea.
that, I'll work on getting you an invitation
okay.
to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Plenty, but I'm not convinced you'll answer them for me. But let's start with who's this contact of yours? You're sure? She already kind of explained that. I doubt if she thought anything else was pertinent, she may have already elaborated. Not really interested in hearing her talk that much. How am I gonna get into this party?
Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
Okay. Basically a Thalmor groupie. Once
That's
I'm
when the
inside, then
punch
what?
hits. You'll have to slip away from the
I
party
think that's what
without
toady
raising the
means.
alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction.
Until then, I've no wail for you.
Going on upstairs, don't really know what. Someone can't pay their tab. Serious business.
Sounds good. Be careful.
No, it doesn't sound good. But to be fair, I was telling her that I'll meet her in Solitude. It also doesn't sound good now that I think about it, given that I'm, meeting with Delphine and all. But, nonetheless, I guess it's okay. Am I free to just, loot your place? I am. Very nice. I know I am at some point. Because it's this early. So, when I go in, I have to close the door. But when she goes out and just leaves her wardrobe wide open, not a problem. Whatever.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Well, thanks, I guess. Wasn't really solicited, but very well. I wonder if now that we've met the Stalingrad guy, we're gonna get random vampire encounters. Say for something a little bit more involved, let's say, than randomly getting jumped by wolves. Before we go anywhere, though, we have some things to sell. I'll just start with Bellathor. Hopefully a little bit early in the morning. It's 5:57, so maybe we should give it a second. Let's head up to the shrine, make sure we cure all our diseases.
I ain't done nothing.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Isn't it odd how we all hear the same things all the
Be
time?
a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full.
Very, very connected, part of the world. Small town vibes, Go with that. What have you got for sale? Please stop talking to me and just do what I ask you. Be real. Sometimes not real enough. Well, let's start by selling our misc because we can sell a lot of stuff to the other vendors here when it comes to weapons, armor, so on and so forth. Under a lot of that stuff. We got some spell tomes to sell, things we already used ourselves. Look at apparel. I should have been putting that on. Oh well. Money is not that important. We'll probably put it on as we walk down to the next store. Sell that guy. These three. Do an extra one of those. He doesn't have enough money for us though. Buy a cure disease potion in case we're out in the wilderness. Disease and don't have one. We'll also buy some stamina potions. Sell this guy. What else are we carrying that we can sell? One of those. Alright. We've purchased out everything else of ours worth selling. In the meantime, put that on.
I'm still here. What do you need to take?
Everything we're selling, essentially. Key to your home, perhaps? Your offering. That's hers. I guess, nothing. Very good.
Lead on, then.
We can, just dump a few things in our house and we're good to go.
Boys, girls, dogs, elders. There's nobody I won't fight.
An interesting boast from a child. I mean, that's how it goes when you're an orphan, I suppose, assuming she is one of those. Desperately in need of proving to yourself that you're capable. Very understandable in that situation.
Let's get going.
Okay, I'm gonna
What do
trade
you
some
need to
things
take?
for you. Are you aware, Uthgard, that your armor bends in real time to adjust your well, you know. Anyways, might want to get that looked at. Just a thought. What? I'm still uncovered? Oh, forgot to put away the dragon bones. Yeah, not necessarily something you want your armor doing. Now we could ride all the way to Solitude. Or we could just fast travel and get right into the action. And I'm feeling more fast travel today. And we just kind of had a little bit of tedium there.
Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
If you manage to not notice a dragon, even with your eyes closed, I would be impressed. Honestly, a little bit sus that he calls himself a guard and thinks he could miss a dragon reasonably. That it's impressive how capable some people could be at being non-observant.
First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city, capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure...
As we go on, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you very much to everyone who's watching right now, whether it be live on Twitch and YouTube, and post on YouTube. I very much appreciate you being here. I hope that you're enjoying the content, and that you will consider giving us a follow or subscription for free, so you can come back and see when we are producing more great content. We have two YouTube channels, one for edited clips, as well as various types of extras. One where the VODs are all posted and kept, even after they go down on Twitch. And then we have our Twitch as well as X and Instagram accounts.
Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
What's going on here, huh?
You betrayed us.
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. this day, I go to Stalingrad.
Not much we can do for the man. That's that, I suppose. Maybe asked your messages, I will check those later. Guess that is over. We got some yawns, some bewildered stares. But
Gate guard you were.
those who appreciate the complexity of the situation seem
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
happy with the outcome. Not really much to do there. It raises some interesting questions to talk about at some point. The not only the ethics of execution, the death penalty, also the merits of public execution, and then lastly, whether it really counts as a fair fight if a shot was involved.
Seems there's always more to be done.
Now's a good
Hello,
time
I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone
over
does.
here, but probably best to leave those for right before
Good week,
break.
my boy. Loud customers mean good cheer. Good cheer means a full.
Oh, let's take a seat.
To retire and leave you to run the skeever, son.
Oh,
I don't know, Father. There's a whole world out there I want to see.
here to meet some guy named Malborn.
Even said I'm almost as smart as you.
I think it's quiet down a little bit, and I'll start looking around to find him.
Running a bar's no job for a young lady.
What about on to fight?
What do we think, chat? Is it a fair fight if you use a shout and the other person, you have an ability the other person doesn't have
That's it. I'm
when it
not
comes to
retired.
combat?
End of discussion.
Is the shout a combat ability, or is it not
Welcome to the
permissible
center of the world.
skill issue?
Or at least
Or is it a skill issue?
Erica's world.
Well, meantime, we seem to have found Melbourne.
What do you need?
Malborn, I mean. Sorry.
Yes.
For our Aussie friends.
Really?
Our mutual friend sent me.
You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing.
I already
Here's
don't
the
like
deal.
you.
I
Wow.
can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you.
Classic elf.
Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
Okay. I guess it's about time to go. So let's throw in what we need.
Okay, I'll get
Which
this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
our arrows. Want those. Really no limit to what we can give them. Says take only what you need, but honestly give them whatever. I have gone in here before and forgotten to bring arrows, so I really remember that this time. Sure, take that. All of our armor. We're basically just naked here right now. And need a lot of these potions. Not all of them though. Filter of the Phantom might come in. Health and our Magicka potions. Really can take a lot, can he? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, the one. Generation. There's bunches that give him everything. As long as you're allowed to give him everything, you may as well. I don't get what they're going for, but this is what encumbrance limits are meant for, really. Anything else in here I'm realistically going to use? Maybe not. Magical poison and paralysis poison. Those could certainly both be useful against the Thalmor. No, you dumb! Oh! Malborn. Malborn. Did I look down to you? I didn't hand him a single weapon. Oh, Skyrim. How I hate thee times. Look, I'm not.
Your job is...
Shh. Talk to me. I don't like you. I am very displeased to have to do all of that again. Do it live. Pretty annoying quality of Skyrim, but the mouse just doesn't work.
Really?
You can just call me Eric.
Oh, let me go run around Solitude naked like a madman. I've just commented on that. I've never been so free! Jumping around where a man was body's still there. Head fresh on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, the world of Skyrim. Yippee! Now, I was watching a short on this the other day. I want to see something. Real. Should be like a chest over here. Over here. Look, there's a piece of grass. Where you're crouched. Oh, that's Uthgard. Standing on top of it, Uthgard. I would not put it past you. Well, one of these pieces of grass hides a dev chest. And it's full of basically every item in the game. I was wondering if maybe I could show that off and pick up some clothes for myself at the same time. But this would be like the first blade of grass you see when you turn to your right. Oh, it'd be difficult. Oh. I saw it. I saw it for a second there. Wazda, don't let me down now. We did it! Look at this. There's like everything that exists in the game, basically. Alphabetically. Maybe not. You don't know how they decide. Maybe it's everything that's in Solitude. I mean, there's one of these like outside every place in this, like where all those items are stored, but no, I still don't see, ironically, the thing I'm looking for, which is clothes. With a set of robes, that is. But we can at least be a little less than naked. There we go. Have some robes. A little more decent. Well, there you go. 2 birds with 1 stone. You want to find that chest, now you know where it is. Now, Delphine should be here somewhere. Don't mind the man on the rooftops. Nothing to see here. I am like the knight, I am Batman. Oh.
The lady's already paid to feed. Leave when she gives the word.
You have no questions?
Have you given
but
Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
He wouldn't give me an option to give him anything else if I wanted to. You know that.
I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth.
It's actually kind of epic.
Put this
Having
on.
her talk to me while I'm looking the other way.
I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
Very good. Alright, put the party clothes on.
The lady's already paid to feed. Leave when she gives the word.
Would you give the word, Delphine? Please? I want to get away from you. Apparently she won't, so I thought that'd be enough talking to her, but apparently not.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth.
That's supposed to
Ready to
mean.
board the carriage to the embassy?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Whatever, woman. Milady.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to
Walked
getting
here
lost on
in
the way up
this?
God's forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough
Hey then.
drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree? Please, you first.
Here to talk to him.
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy.
Interesting
Your
fellow.
invitation, please.
Sure.
Of course not. Purely a formality.
Didn't mean to ask him
Now,
that.
I need to see your invitation.
Best to be as cooperative as possible.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
For, you know.
Now then,
Of
here's
course
my
that's
invitation.
good stuff.
I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my
Please proceed into the embassy. I'm just doing my...
At least they know how to act. Professional. J&L's really not conceited when attending.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
Might be best to not give her my real name. Let's deflect. You're Elowen. I've heard so much about you.
Have you? All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please,
Depressing.
tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim?
At least she doesn't know my name now.
It's just that we've run out of the Alto
They
wine.
won't know who I am if they...
Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of
Run
course.
away.
I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Am Alborn?
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My
Alborn.
apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
A little bit of taken aback as to why that necessitated she leaves, but okay.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day.
That'd be nice.
I look forward to the day when this rebellion is put down and we once again have peace.
I'll figure a strategy out.
Better myself.
Though,
Sometimes
perhaps it is best we look like we're enjoying the party first.
Well, I did hear that Argonians
Dave here, because
living inside the walls.
this is a good opportunity
They're only
for us to take a
allowed
break.
city dogs now.
So, anyone who's new here might not know, but usually around the 2-hour mark, I take a 10-minute break, go to the bathroom, take care of other things, and give you all time to grab a bite to eat or do the same. And also, I kind of take this as an opportunity to have a few moments of discussion of kind of the deeper things that are brought up throughout the campaign as we go on, and get inside the mind of the Dragonborn for some perspective, and get people's takes on them, and kind of go back and forth on that too. So, we're gonna do that for about 10 minutes here, 5-10 minutes, more like 5. Then we'll go on our break. So, one, or kind of the 3 things we talked about solitude, I suppose. 1, what do we think about who was in the right there? I think that's the most important thing. 2, how do we feel about executions? And then 3, how do we feel about public executions? I propose we wrap the last 2 into 1 and talk about that when we get back, and let's talk about Ulfric Stormcloak here first. And the first thing that might come to the Dragonborn's mind, given that, you know, Skyrim is kind of deeply troubled by that particular matter. That is not quite so pressing. Now, if you're the kind watching this on YouTube, feel like you'd be interested in getting involved in these conversations, we'd love to have you live on the streams every Monday. But in the meantime, I guess it just leaves me to kind of think through this as I walk around. Have a drink.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir. Here you go, sir. Colovian brandy.
Prosperity is good for everyone.
Until next time.
Have a drink. Is there a quest item? I can't pick the quest item. Chain?
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim.
Perhaps I'm new.
Please, help yourself to more wine.
See that disgusting
These
drunk over
stormcloaks
there?
are nothing more than
A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not.
Truly.
Which one would that be?
I hope you're enjoying
Well,
yourself.
I did hear that the Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Windhelm. They're only allowed on the city docks now. Most of them sleep together in one building, and they're as poor as wretches.
Question regarding the ethics of Ulfric Stormcloak we'll get to later.
It's only a matter of time
Yes,
before
so
your whole rotten empire
what?
collapses of its own decay. No offense.
This guy. Okay. I like a forward man. There's actually not much to say on that, even though I do disagree with him. So yeah, is Ulfric justified in using the shout in a trial by combat? Well, I would say in a warrior culture, he actually kind of is, right? Because there is an intrinsic link between those types of cultures and a sense of providence. Kind of like blessed by the gods with warrior status. Often a deification.
It is not eyes that reveal another's true nature. It is the heart.
It's always, yeah, linked to some sort of lower level religion, something like paganism, some sort. But those cultures always usually develop some sort of spirituality, or spiritual, religious, something along those lines. And so the shouts clearly fall into that category by virtue of the Nords, and it is also something that does require skill, especially if you're gonna pick it up not being a Dragonborn. There is a skill component to that as well. So it's not like he's cheating. He brought something he worked to have into the fight with the king. And if the point of the trial is to discern, who's mightier, and whoever's mightier shall lead Skyrim, clearly the one with the shout is mightier. He has an ability to best others by virtue of the sword. The other king doesn't. So as tragic as it is for the High King, it may very well be justified. The only question itself would be, within the Norse religion, is it considered you being the chosen one, essentially, if you have the voice and you have a right to rule because of that, or is it go against the spirit of the right to rule? In which case you would make the be right to make the argument that it shouldn't be involved in that. Kind of the idea of it really just depends on what the criteria for the combat are. Game doesn't give us a lot of specifications on that. Based on how the Greybeards describe the voice, it actually wouldn't really be appropriate in that context. So it's not meant to be used specifically in that way. In which case, one could say that it would be inappropriate. And so actually, given that, I'd probably lean more towards that. And it seems like a lot of Nords do feel the same way. But it's a lot of obviously conflict there. And we can see that bleed over in other parts of the ideology. Stormcloaks are more pro-conquest, so on and so forth, and the Empire are. So it does check out, and in that case, I would say I would side with the previous King of Skyrim, especially since we'll learn at points in the campaign that he was actually fairly pro-Ulfric. Ulfric didn't need to challenge him. He just did it to make a point.
Over there. A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not.
What a great video that was. Hope you'll consider checking out our various other accounts in the description below. We put out uplifting content 7 days a week. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. There's a lot more awesome content on the way. May you be there to see it, may God bless and keep you, and may we all live in eternal communion.